welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss another problem from sheet. Problem is find pairs with given sum in a DLL. So I'm skipping these three problems. Last problem which we discussed was split a circular linked list into two halves. These three problems are very simple. So if you guys still want me to make a video on it, please let me know in the comments. I'll surely make a video on it. So let's see this question. So the problem is find pairs with given sum in a doubly linked list. So let's see what problem says. Given a sorted doubly linked list of positive distinct elements, the task is to find pairs in a doubly linked list whose sum is equal to x without using any extra space. So what we need to do is we are given a doubly linked list in which there are positive elements and they all are distinct. That means there is no repetitive element, and we need to find pairs in this doubly linked list such that those pairs sum is equal to x, and we should not use any extra space. So let's see how we can approach this problem. So this is the doubly linked list which is given. Now the brute force, we'll discuss the brute force first. Now let's consider this. Let's forget for now that it's a doubly linked list. Let's see it as an array only. So suppose if you have this array 1 2 4 5 6 8 9, and I ask you to find two elements in this array, like two numbers x and y, whose sum is equal to let's not take x and y, let's take a and b whose sum is equal to x is 7. So the brute force approach is that comes to our mind is that we can have two loops. One loop will find one number, other loop will find the other number. That means, like, if we have I pointer, I is fixed at this position and we will move j. So we'll check 1 plus 2 not equal to 7. Then j moves here. 1 plus 4 not equal to 7. Then 1 plus 5 not equal to 7. Then j goes here, and then we see 1 plus 6 is equal to 7. So we got 1 plus 6 as our one pair. Then once we are done, what we'll do is we will move our I, and I comes here, and j starts from here. J starts from here. One position next position of I. So 2 plus 4 is not 7. J will go here, and 2 plus 5 is 7. So we found one again pair, and we'll print it. So in this way, this is the brute force approach in which we are using two loops. One loop for I, and it will start from 0 to n minus 1 index, and one loop for j will start from I plus 1 to n minus 1 index. So this will be nested loop. So the time complexity will be O of n square, where n is the length of the doubly linked list. So this is the brute force approach. Now we can optimize it for sure, and let's see how we can optimize it. Now let's suppose that we can use a hash map. If we take a hash map, and what we can do is we can store each element. Like if we have x, we need to find a plus b equal to x, and if we add a in the hash map, right, and what we need to find, then we need to find x minus b na. Like we need to find a number if a is in the hash map, and let's say like this, that a is in the hash map and we have b. So if we have b, we know x, and we can check if x minus b, that is a, is in the hash map. So we got one pair. How? Let's see. So what we'll do is we will traverse the doubly linked list. So we will start the traversal. We'll go to 1. We see 1 is not in the hash map, we'll add it. So this will be the key, and value could be anything. Value does not matter over here. So value you can take 1 only. Let's take 1 only as value. Then we go to, and also we will check if x minus this one which we added in the hash map, that means 7 minus 1, which is 6, Is it in the hash map? No. So we go further. 2 is not in hash map, we add it, and we value let us give it as 1. So then we will find if x minus 2, which is 5, is it in the hash map? No. Then again we go further, we add 4 to hash map, we check if x minus 4, which is 7 minus 4 is equal to 3, is it in the hash map? No. So we go further, we check is x minus 5, which is 7 minus 5, 2 in the hash map? Yes. See, 2 is in the hash map. So we found one pair, 5 and 2. So we print 5 and 2. And then we also add 5. Don't forget to add 5. Then we go to 6. We check, we add 6 and we check is x minus 6 equal to 1. That is 7 minus 6 is 1. Is it in the hash map? Yes, 1 is in the hash map. So again we found one pair, 6 and 1. So in this way you can try, add 8 also, 8 in the hash map, and check if x minus 8 is in the hash map. X minus 8 will be minus 1. No, it's not in the hash map. And then you go to 9 and you check x minus 9, add 9, and x minus 9, which is minus 2, is not in the hash map. So in this way you got output as your pairs which sum to x. So this is one approach in which we are using hash map. But since we are doing a single traversal, so time complexity for this will be O of n, where n is again the linked list length, the doubly linked list length. But the space complexity is O of n again. Why? Because see, all the doubly linked list nodes 1, 2, 4, 5, everything is in the hash map. So the worst case space complexity will be O of n. Now in the question it's clearly mentioned that we cannot use any extra space. So we should not use the hash map, and we should eliminate it, right? So now let's see how we can approach to that approach. So if we read the question, we can find some observations from the problem statement. So the first observation is that we are given a sorted doubly linked list. It means it's sorted, right? So first observation is that it is sorted. Second is we need to find pairs. So we need to find two elements, pairs a plus b, let's say is equal to x. So we need to find a and we need to find b, and sum is equal to x. So we need to find sum, right? We need to find sum. So if you look carefully, it is sorted. We need to find two elements. So this can lead to thinking of two pointer approach. Two pointer. Why two pointer? Because one pointer will point to one element, other pointer will point to the other element. Because we need to find pairs, so we can use, and also it's sorted. So we can use two pointer approach. One pointer for A, other pointer for B. So let's see how does this approach works. If you have done previous question of array in which we need to find pairs, then you will be easily able to guess the approach. So let's see. We take pointer I over here and let's take pointer j over here. So if ARR of I plus ARR of j, let's suppose it is an array only. Let's assume it as array. So if ARR of I plus ARR of j means this element and this element is equal to x, means we found one pair, right? We found two elements. This is A, this is B, whose sum is equal to x. So in that case, we will see out ARR of I, these pairs, these numbers. And also, but over here, if you see 1 plus 9 is 10 and it is greater than x, not equal to. So 10 is greater than x. So what we need to do now means that these elements are their sum is greater than x. So we need to decrease this 10 value because our x is 7. So we need to make it closer to 7. So 10 should decrease. And for that, what we can do? Can we move I? Or what we should do? Should we move I, or should we decrease j? We will decrease j, because if we decrease j, value will decrease because it's sorted, right? It's sorted in increasing order. If you increase I, the value will increase, so sum will increase then. But since we need to decrease the sum, so we need to shift j. So as if arr of I plus arr of j, that means this sum is greater than x, means this sum needs to be decreased, so j minus minus. And in else, if it is less than x, means we need to increase I. So let's dry run this thing. Over here, uh, 10 is greater than x, so we will decrease j. Now 8 plus 1 becomes 9 and it's still greater than x, so we will decrease j again. So 6 plus 1 becomes 7. So see, sum becomes equal to x, so we print 1 comma 6. And now we need to decrease I and j pointer also. Like I pointer should come here and j should decrease, so that we can find the next pairs. So over here I plus plus should be done and j minus minus in this if condition. So 2 plus 5, then comes 2 plus 2 and 5 comes, and 2 plus 5 is 7, so we got one another pair. So I will go here and j will decrease. Now I and j are pointing to same, so when they are pointing to same position, we will stop the loop. So basically this was the approach. And the time complexity, we are doing a single traversal, so it will be O of n, and we are not using any extra data structure to show something, so space is O of 1, means it's constant. So this was the approach. In the question it's a doubly linked list, so we'll see how we can represent that, how we can do that, but we are over here just like we are taking it as array. So I hope you understood. Let's see the code. So the code is very simple. We are making a linked list first, and x is given. So in the pair sum function, we are passing the head of the linked list and the x value. So in the pair sum function, what we are doing is we are taking first two pointers, first and second, initializing both with head. You can take this as I pointer and this is j pointer. But currently I is also at here, j is also at here, but j should be at the end initially. So this j pointer should move to end of the linked list. So for that, we first need to have this while loop, seconds next not null, so that the j pointer moves to the end of the linked list. After that, we will be running the loop. So first condition to terminate the loop will be if first is equal to second, means if I becomes equal to j, then we will stop the loop. So the loop will run until first is not equal to second and seconds next is not equal to first. What does this mean? This means that the j pointer, suppose j pointer is here and I has crossed it, so j's next will be equal to I, means when j's next is equal to I, it means that I has crossed j, so then also we will stop the loop. And then again the same conditions, if first data is second plus second data is x, then print the pair and move both the pointers. First will go to first next and second will go to seconds previous, means j should go back it should decrement. So since it's a doubly linked list, j can, there is a previous point. And else if the sum is less than x, we'll increase first pointer, and if it is greater than, then we'll decrement the second point. Also we have taken a boolean variable found in case if there is no pair with sum to x. So when we find one pair, we will just update found value to be true, and after running this loop, if found is false, it means there is no pair. That means even if after running this loop it never came in this if block, so its value is still false, hence there is no pair. So I hope you understood the code and approach. It's very simple. Just we need to know that whenever it's sorted and we need to find pairs or triplets, we can use two pointer approach. And if you found the video useful, please like, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post new video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.